Hello and welcome to Hot Mess Yoga, where I'm hot and it's a mess because I've been sick around here, but I'm doing 75 hard and have to do two 45-minute exercises a day. I've been doing 45 minutes of relaxing yoga the end of every day, and I had been watching two videos. I decided I could just make one 45-minute yoga video. So if you find yourself in 75 hard and need to get an inside exercise, but you're sick or don't have a lot of energy, then this can work. So to begin with, we'll just connect with our breath. Find yourself either in an easy seated position, or you could sit back on your legs like this, whatever feels good, just to find your alignment and connect with your breath. We should try to do some breathing that will help kick us into parasympathetic nervous system activation so we can really relax. And the best way to do that is to take a big long inhale, and then on your exhale, see if you can double the length of your breath. So maybe inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a few rounds at your own pace. And come back to just nice, slow breathing, not counting, but being aware. And come back to an easy seated position if you were like I was, and just ground down through your sit bones. We're going to take some big circles to stretch out all the muscles in our hips. If you can't feel them stretching, see if you can lean more into it. And to move with the breath, inhale as you go back and exhale as you go forward. Find stillness in center and then spin the other way. Back to center, sit up nice and tall. And let's do some neck circles. So drop your chin to your chest, let your head be heavy, and then rotate slowly. Slowly releasing all the tension in your neck. your shoulders be relaxed and drop down. Let your hip be really heavy. Stop in center, chin to chest, head pulling down, and go the other way. Inhaling as you go back, and exhaling as you go forward. Come back to center and sit up straight. Take your right hand and bring it to your right shoulder, and then look over your left hand and bend at the elbow and grab your head behind your ear and just pull. Release, come back through center and go the other way. So left hand comes to left shoulder, look over your right hand reaches behind left ear and pull. Come back through center and make your way to tabletop. Hips stack over knees, shoulders over elbows, over wrists. This is Whiskers, apparently the yoga cat. Stretch out from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. And we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So on cow, inhale, drop your belly, lift your head, get broad through your collarbones. And on your exhale, press the earth away for cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, press the earth away. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, round out and press the earth away. One more time. Inhale, drop your belly, lift. Exhale, press the earth away for cat. From here, reset to tabletop. Go ahead and reach your right arm to the ceiling. Stretch big, big, big through here. Big breath in. And on your exhale, thread the needle through. If you want, you can send your left arm long in front of you, or you can use it to take off pressure if you need to. You really want to get a nice stretch in your right shoulder. Really breathe into any tension. Start to reset, come back through center and tabletop. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Get a big stretch through your left side body. Big, big breath in. And on your exhale, thread the needle through. Leaning into your left shoulder. Right arm can stay here, or it can go out in front of you. come back through center, tabletop, and we'll push back to downward facing dog. And see if you can rotate your humerus bones externally. Plant your arms firmly in the ground. Feet go back, hips go high. Start to pedal out your feet. Bring some blood flow. Find stillness. On your inhale, come to your tiptoes. On your exhale, drive your heels to the mat. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, drive your heels to the mat. One more time. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, drive your heels to the mat. From here, send your right leg up for three-legged dog. Then bend your knee, stack your hips. Point your right foot toward the left side of your mat. And then roll out your ankle in one direction. And then the other. Come back through three-legged dog. And back to downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Send your left toes toward the right side of your mat. Roll your ankle out in one direction. And then the other. Back to three-legged dog. Back to downward dog. Send your hips high to the sky. And then sink back down. Knees touch the earth. Big toes come together. Knees go wide. And we're going to find child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Forehead comes to the mat. And just breathe here for a moment. From child's pose, let's come back to tabletop and press back to downward dog. Walk your feet into the front of your mat and just hang heavy. Find a ragdoll. Let your head be heavy, let your body be heavy. And try and keep your legs as straight as possible to get a lot of stretch through your back body. Arms can reach for opposite elbows or for the earth. Just breathe into the tension in your whole back body. Maybe find some movement left to right. Going slow, relaxing, stretching out all the muscles in your glutes, your hamstrings. Come through center and stand up all the way through to exalted mountain, stretching from your feet firmly planted on the floor, all the way through your ankles, knees, hips, ribs, shoulders, arms, all the way to your fingertips. Big, big breath in. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Get long through your spine. And exhale, make your way to the earth. We can go from a high to a low lunge. And we're going to find Sphinx pose for a nice back stretch. This cat is not very relaxed for a relaxing yoga. From here, press back to downward facing dog. your feet. Walk to the top of your mat and hang heavy in ragdoll. On your next inhale, slowly rise up, one vertebra at a time, from mountain to exalted mountain, stretching all the way from toes to fingertips. Big, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long through your spine. And then find your way to the earth. High to low, plank, sphinx. One more big breath in. And on your exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. From here, send your right leg to the sky. And now we're going to bring it through so your right knee meets your right wrist. And we'll find half pigeon. So get long through your front body as you inhale. And as you exhale, fold to the earth. We're going to try and stay here for 2 minutes, which may seem like a long time, but just really focus on your breath, breathing into your hips, releasing all of the tension. Your mind starts to wander, come back to the breath, inhaling all the way to the tension in your hips and exhaling to let it go. It's not available for you to be all the way at the earth, or if it starts to get too tight, you can always come to your forearms. Inhale, start to press the earth away from you and get long through your front body. You're going to bring your left leg around to either stack on top of your right thigh for cow face, or you can stack knee over ankle, ankle over knee for fire log, whatever feels best for you. If you need less stretch, you can lean back. If you need more, you can lean forward. Whatever feels right for you. If you're going to lean forward, inhale And then mouth into it as you exhale. You can always work with the breath. On your inhale, maybe pulling out, and on your exhale, seeing if you can lean into the stretch a little more. Inhale, start to lengthen through your body. Send your left leg long, tuck your right foot in. Inhale, reaching straight up, and then twist and fold over your extended leg. Maybe you reach for your calf, maybe your ankle, maybe your toes. Inhale, come back through center. Send your right leg long. Inhale, reaching straight up. Cactus your arms open so your spine stays straight. And as you exhale, lean forward, find your point of tension. And then once you find that, relax your arms. Inhale, start to come back through center. And we're going to find our way back through down dog to repeat this all on the other side. So from downward dog, feet are planted firmly in the earth, hands are planted firmly in the earth, hips are to the sky. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bring your left knee through to meet your left wrist. Right leg goes long out behind you. Inhale, get tall through your front body. And as you exhale, start to melt toward the earth. Again, if you can't make it all the way to the earth, find wherever is comfortable for you and stay there. And try and hold this 2 minutes. If you can sink all the way to the earth, take it. And just focus on your breathing. Inhaling deeply into all the tension in your hips and releasing it as you exhale. If your mind starts to wander, come back to the breath. Really focusing on inhaling deeply into the tension in your hips and exhaling to let it all go. start to press the earth away. Come back through center. Bring your right leg around and match whatever you did on the other side. So if you did cow face on the other side, balance it here with your right thigh stacked over your left thigh. I did fire log, so I'm going back to it. Again, if you need less stretch, you can lean out of it. If you need more, inhale and then lean into it. Start to straighten out, come back through center, send your right leg long, bring your left heel in, inhale, stretching all the way up, getting tall through your front body, and then twist and fold over your right leg. Maybe you're reaching for your calf, your ankle, your foot, whatever's available, just find it there. Inhale, start to come back through center. This time we'll send both our legs straight forward. Same thing though, reaching up as you inhale, stretching from your sits bones through your fingers. Cactus your arms open to keep your spine straight, and then bend as far as you can until you find your point of tension and relax your hands to the earth. From here, straighten back up and then walk your way back to downward dog. We're going to hinge forward, high lunge just for a moment, and then slowly lower to the mat. We're going to do half floor bows. So from here, take your left arm, bring it parallel to the front of your mat. Send your right arm out straight. So your fingers are toward the middle. Don't move them at all as you move your hand back around to grab the inside of your foot. I'm not going to do this too intensely because this is relaxing. It's also a good thigh stretch. So from here, just kick your foot into your hand. And if you want to lift up, you can. But you could also just kick your foot into your hand and feel all those thigh muscles stretching out. And release. And coming back through, setting up on the other side. So right hand is parallel at the top of your mat. Send your left arm out long and bring it around. Grab the inside of your left foot and then kick your foot into your hand. And release. Come back to Sphinx for a moment, just to reconnect with your breath and the earth. From here, press back to downward dog. And then walk your feet through to come back to the mat. I'll take a few rounds of bridge here. So plant your feet in the earth. And on your inhale, press your hips toward the ceiling. If you want, you can interlace your fingers beneath your sacrum and just hold for a moment. One more breath in, and on your exhale, lower to the mat. Reset. Full round of breath. And on your next inhale, one more bridge. Press your hips to the sky. Interlace your fingers beneath your sacrum. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, lower to the mat. From here, keep your knees together and then heel toe your feet out as far as you can. You don't want it to be painful, but you don't want to feel nothing. You should feel a pretty intense stretch in the front of your hips. Hands can be at cactus beside you, maybe out to a full T if you're not in a small hallway. Maybe one hand is on your belly, one hand is on your heart. Whatever feels good. If it starts to get painful, you can always bring your feet closer together. Start to heel toe your feet back to the center. And then we're going to do a counter stretch. So the soles of your feet meet. Knees go wide for reclined butterfly. Again, hands could be out to a T, a cactus beside you. Maybe one hand's on your heart, one hand's on your belly. Maybe your hands are on your hips. Whatever feels good for you. From here, start to come to your forearms and then all the way up, keeping your feet in the same position. If you're too tight in the hips, you can bring your feet away more, or as they start to loosen, you can bring them closer for seated butterfly. Just use this to get us back up so we can do a couple twists up here before we really finish out on the ground. You can also press your hands into your knees if you need more. You could find some movement if that feels right. Whatever feels good for you. Again, maybe working with your breath, inhaling, come back a little bit, and then exhaling and see if you can bend into it more. Take it as far as you can. So you get a good stretch all through your legs, your hips, your glutes. Breathe into the tension and breathe out to let it go. Inhale, start to come back up. Go ahead and send your right leg long and bring your left ankle outside your right knee. You can use your left hand as a kickstand behind you. Right elbow hooks outside left knee and twist. Release, come through center and switch. Left leg goes long. Right ankle hooks outside left knee. Right hand is a kickstand. Left elbow hooks outside right knee and twist. Release, come back through center and lay all the way down, finding the earth. From here, send your feet up tall. Keep your knees as straight as possible and your feet active. This is waterfall. If you need more stretch, you can maybe grab your calves, point your toes toward the earth behind your head. Just breathe into that. Breathe into all the tension in your glutes, your quads, not your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. From here, we're going to go to shoulder stand, but just for a moment so that we can get to plow pose if it's available. If you already know that you can't do shoulder stand or plow pose, then you can just stay here or find something else. But for shoulder stand, come up to your shoulders, hands come and support your lower back, and then slowly lower your toes to the earth behind you. If they can meet the floor, you can release your hands to the mat. If not, just find what's available. Come back to shoulder stand and come back to waterfall. From waterfall, bend your knees so you're at 90 degrees, and we're going to take a recline twist. So let your knees fall to the right, and keeping your left shoulder on the ground. Maybe your hands can go to a T, maybe they just stay cactus. Try and keep your knees stacked on top of each other and just breathe into this twist. If you have more space and it's available, you could send your left leg to the right out long for a deeper stretch, or just breathe here. Start to come back through center. Reset. And now let both knees drop to the left. Keeping your right shoulder on the earth, Really getting the benefit of the twist. Again, maybe you want to send your right leg long out to the left for a deeper stretch. I can hardly do this one today, I'm so tight. Come back through center, and you're gonna find Happy Baby, but I like to do it a different way. So I invite you to try this on. Grab the outsides of your feet, pull your legs straight, and then pull your toes back toward the floor behind your head. And then from there, find Happy Baby. Pull your knees into your armpits. And just feel that. Maybe you want to find some movement left to right, if that's available. Go ahead and straighten your legs out again. Pull those toes back toward the feet, or toward the floor behind your head. And then back to Happy Baby. If there's anything else you need to feel relaxed, please find that pose. If not, we'll find Shavasana. So feet about mat width apart, shoulders down your back, palms toward the ceiling, eyes closed. Just breathe. If your mind wanders, come back to the breath. Maybe seeing if you can double your exhale. So inhaling as deep as you can, filling all the way up. And then seeing if you can take twice as long to exhale. You can pause the video if you want to stay in Shavasana longer. There's no set time for Shavasana. Honor your body. Enjoy the relaxation. I say this is the hardest pose because of the wandering mind, but it's also the most important for integrating everything you've done. If you're complete and ready to finish, curl up into a ball. Give yourself a hug. Maybe find some movement left to right, massaging out the muscles in your lower back. And when that feels complete, roll onto your right side. Right arm becomes a pillow for your head. Again, if you just want to stay here, you can pause the video. And when you're ready, you can start to use your left arm to press the earth away from you. And come back to an easy seated position. Thank you for practicing with me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you.